Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I've come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. I remember while studying Julius Caesar by William Shakespeare when I was in class 9 and 10, these were the lines that were being said by Mark Antony in Act 3, Scene 2, as far as I know. Yes, I am, probably a Mark Antony in my own life. I want to remove some of the negative things of the society, and I want to imbibe some very positive things into the society. I personally believe that every wrong thing has certain positive outcomes, and possibly I'm trying to find out the positive outlooks of life through my study of mathematics. I believe that mathematics is the language in which God, the God that you say, you pray for, the God called Jesus Christ, the God called Lord Ram, the God called Krishna, Shiva, the God whom we try to follow, whom we rely for enlightenment, Lord Buddha, the Lotus Sutra, Namyo Renge Kyo, Om Mane Peme Hum, Jai Shri Krishna, the Hanuman Chalisa, and many more like that. So, after all, most of us believe that God created the universe. Among those people, there are a certain kind of people called mathematicians, and these mathematicians believe that mathematics is the language in which God has scripted the whole universe. And with the study of mathematics, applying it in physical sciences, in chemical sciences, in life sciences, in economical sciences, and in art, and in history, and in music, mathematics, I feel, at this moment of my second year of my master's degree in mathematics at Tesbu University, I feel that mathematics is very much essential for us to live. No, I am not saying that you need to know integration, you need to know differentiation, you need to remember formulas. It's just that the non-formal part, it's not the informal part, it's the non-formal part. You have to think it in a very abstract kind of a view, in a non-formal point of view. Mathematics deals with all our day-to-day lives. For example, if you want to wash your plate after having your dinner or after having your lunch or something like that, you hold the plate and then you rotate the plate with one of your hands and you tend to rub with another hand, right? So that contains some amount of friction, that contains some amount of rotational mechanics, and that contains some amount of how much oily stuff is there in the plate, that contains a little bit of surface tension of the soap you're using. You can find mathematics everywhere. And the ruling part of mathematics, I don't know what to say, it's called logic. So logic is very important for us. Every act of us, whether voluntary or involuntary, from our subconscious mind, from our conscious mind, from our unconscious mind, again from our emotional mind, from what we have to do, responsibility, that mind which works for looking into our own responsibilities, into our duties, and everything that the preamble says, the preamble to the Constitution of India says, we have to follow certain logic. Without logic, our life is empty. this is what I'm all about. I want to find some logic in everything. I want to find some logic in whatever I do, the things that I do since the time I wake up in the morning till the time I go to sleep, and even beyond that, the things that I dream, the things that I daydream, the things that I wish I could have been, the things that I wish everyone could be. I dream of a lot of things, and I believe that logic is very important in dreaming and making dreams successful. Abdul Kalam, APJ Abdul Kalam, the most respected president of India. It's not that I'm disrespecting other presidents of India. Of course, I want to do that. It would be a sin if I do that. But Kalam, what he did for India was extraordinary, and I wish to follow his footsteps, to be a scientist of his stature, and if not be the president of India, continue to serve the country, to serve the society, to serve the community through Maths for Science. And I thank Heartbeat Productions for taking, they wanted to make a video of me, and I agreed to that. Thank you very much, Vidyut and team, for that. So this is all about me. You can ask me some questions now.
Yes, Sonam, thank you for your introduction, very good introduction you have given it. Now I would like to ask you some questions. Me as well as my team members are going to ask you some questions. I hope that you will answer it.
Of course. I'd be really delighted to answer your questions.
Yeah. I would. My first question would be, how you would like to change the world by using methods?
Well, I am no one to change the world. I personally cannot change the world. The world is a very huge concept. It's 3/4 of the whole world is covered with water. There is only 1/4 of the world which is covered with human beings, and within that 1/4 there is this LHC, Large Hadron Collider, in Switzerland, Geneva, and there are research laboratories. And everything is within this 1/4 of the world. So 3/4 of the world is already underwater. So I cannot do much with that. What I can do is I can share some ideas, share some logic, and share my views about the world with everyone. And suppose some of my ideas are very nice, I would want people to endorse my ideas, and I would want sponsors to fund me organizing some events. So for example, like I had been very much interested in organizing events since my childhood, and I have been associated with Insignis, Tesco University Science Fest, and also with Fiesta, which was a science fest which is organized at Chennai Mathematical Institute, my alma mater. So I had always been involved with all these science activities and all. So through the science activities, probably I can do my part, and so when I become, when my research age increases, probably I'll contribute more papers and more research papers.
Yes, Sonam, we have another question from our teammate, and Vito will be asking that question.
Okay, hi.
Hi, Sonam. So you seem to be attached with MFS, that is Maths for Science.
Yes.
And you are the director of that too. So my question is, what is Maths for Science all about?
Okay, so Maths for Science is, we are a group of students, and there are some teachers.
So can you name some of them?
Yeah, so there are some students from the second year of the integrated mathematics from Tesco University, like Indrajit and Monimuthu and Priya and Hidayananda and Snehash. He's from mathematics. He's from physics department. I'm so sorry. He's from physics department, and he still is a member of our group, in spite of the name Maths for Science. So my father is also involved in this thing, and he's passively involved. He takes updates. He likes to take updates about Maths for Science. So the main aim of Maths for Science is to create an awareness. So people talk about creating bridges between, there are some gaps between the classroom teaching and the teaching that is, and the real life situations. I don't believe personally, and most of us in Maths for Science, we don't believe that there is some gap. So what we wish to do is to organize a couple of events and bring people together, like-minded people together, and kind of imbibe into them new ideas and refresh their memories of how they had learned mathematics. So this is what our very simple aim is.
Sonam, I would just like to ask you that how the idea for Maths for Science came.
Oh, well, so this is a very, it's a very difficult question to answer, but still, I try to answer, So, I had an idea of creating a group, a football team, using all my friends, and I'll be the goalkeeper and also the captain. So it's kind of, inspired by the Spain's international team, which had won the Euro Cup. So during that Euro Cup, Cassius, he was the goalkeeper cum captain. So I liked his role, so I wanted to take up that role, and so the only way that I can do is by using maths. That is the easiest way. It's not the only way. I can do in other ways also, but that is the easiest way for me, finding some people and doing some events and popularizing maths and popularizing science.
Tell me something about your further plans with Maths for Science.
Well, we want to get some. Okay, so before going into what plans we have, let me give you some updates. So we are being attached with the Department of Mathematical Sciences, Tesco University, and we are planning to organize some Olympiads towards the end of this month, on the 5th Sunday of August. Not all August have 5 Sundays, right? So this August has 5 Sundays. We are planning to organize some events, especially for school children, and there will be a quiz and there will be a Olympiad. So future plans, they include more Olympiads of this same type, more extempore competitions, more
So I have one question.
Yeah, of course.
We know that there are many Olympiads, Maths Olympiads, all of organizing. So how it will be different?
So our questions, we are designing it in a completely different manner. As far as we believe, they are on general mathematics aptitude. They will be testing on general mathematics aptitude. For example, suppose we give you a situation that there is a cat and a rat. You can consider Tom and Jerry, and Jerry is some 5 meters away from his hole, and Tom is nearly 50 meters away, and he is Tom is like sitting on top of a wall or something like that, and you have to find so the question paper will give you at how much speed, what is the maximum speed of Jerry and what is the maximum speed of Tom, and the question will be to find out how fast, or whether the cat can catch the rat, or whether Tom will win or Jerry will win. Okay. So this is the way how it happens.
Yeah, Sonam, we are really thankful to have you.
Of course.
Probably,
I'm delighted to come.
in future also we will be meeting and having a discussion for more about Maths for Science.
Sure.
Me as well as my teammates here, Bitop, me.
Thank you all for choosing me to interview and make a film out of me. I did not imagine that I could come to this level. And all the best for Heartbeat Productions.
Thank you.
You have my hearty wishes for Heartbeat Productions.
Thank you. Thank you, Sonam.
Thank you very much.